Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Quadruple G. Up in this house, up in your house. I'm actually not in the house right now since I'm driving. But, like I said a million times, coming at you guys with the video today. Now, there's been a lot of stuff going on with this PlayStation killing the disc. Bunch of stuff going, bunch of garbage happening right now. PlayStation thinks they can just throw a bunch of garbage at you and that you're not going to do anything. We got people lying about we got PlayStation lying about what they're actually doing. We have CEOs making huge moves and leaps and bounds. And, you know, PlayStation is the kind of company that, you know, they're going to pay on you and they're going to tell you that it's raining. And they love that. They love doing that. And I want to tell you why I found out a couple things today. And, you know, I've been connected to the situation. Obviously, I've been listening to a lot of videos and looking at a lot of posts. And I wanted to tell you just a couple quick things. Just a little quick update on everything that's going on. So, let's get into it right now. PlayStation has not backed down with their move to moving their platform to a digital-only platform, basically by removing physical discs, physical media, which, let me just say, the huge misconception out there is that these discs are unplayable, which is false, or that they don't have any data on the disc. That's false. There's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of gamers out there talking about that there's nothing on those discs. Well, you will be right about 5% of the time. Like I said, there's a website before, it's called Does It Play? There is a list of all the PlayStation 5 games. I think there's PlayStation 4 on there as well. There's Nintendo Switch. There's a bunch of stuff that'll tell you if it plays or not. Now, this is important because this plays into the game keycard situation. This plays into digital media as a whole. Now, Louis Rossmann came out with a video about why he's suing Samsung a while ago about their drives failing, and then he made another video just about digital rights. Now, one thing that Louis Rossmann said that was wrong is that us gamers don't care about digital rights, and you would be false on that. So maybe I'll title this video Louis Rossmann's wrong or something like that. But I love Louis Rossmann. Don't get me wrong. Louis Rossmann is awesome. I love his channel. I love what he's doing. He's doing more than a lot of people, and you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. A lot of us, like me, are out there working, doing stuff like this, talking to you guys, and he's out there actually doing things. So, major hats off to you. I think he has donations and stuff going to his stuff. If you guys want to donate, help him out. He's got apps going. He's got a lot of stuff. So, I could give kudos to Louis Rossmann all day long, but he is wrong in saying that the physical discs don't mean anything. And I think he's right in that sense, that they don't mean anything. But he's also wrong because, like I said, discs have a lot of data on them nowadays. PlayStation has put the data on there for the people with the PS5. Now, that does mean that we own it. That piece of physical media, we own it. And don't forget that. Don't forget that. You know, that's a fact that's out there. A lot of people get that wrong. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. The second thing is that today it came out that this is the big part of this video, is that there was a CEO, I think his name is Hiroki Totoki, the CEO of Sony, who he did something that is crazy. He sold like half of his shares. So do you think it's a coincidence off their shares right after this whole debacle is happening? I don't think so. I think that they're arming up for something big, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if they've lost a bunch of money or if the boycott is working. I'm not entirely sure. But one thing I want to say about PlayStation and their moves, what they've been doing, is I really feel like if they would just focus on the gamers, if they would just focus on the games, actually putting passion, into what they're doing. Maybe they need to cut ties with some of the developers, like what Microsoft is doing right now. Maybe they would actually focus on doing what's right instead of this live service, Bungie flop, everything that they're going through right now with them. You've had PlayStation in the past virtue signaling like crazy. You got Spider-Man, people hiring Sweet Baby Inc. to do all their work for them, and all their narrative pushes. And then you got like Ghost of Yote with the lead actress being transgender and all that stuff. You got Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? I mean, that's a Ubisoft thing, but dude, I think the gaming industry as a whole has been pushing the buttons of gamers for a long time, and there's only so much that people are going to take before they boycott all of this crap. They send you unfinished games. If you buy day one, you are the beta tester for these developers. They should pay us for that, right? They should freaking pay me for that, because come on, bro, I'm going to spend my money and I'm going to test the game for you. You guys should be cutting PlayStation Plus. There's also talks of them increasing PlayStation Plus. Anyways, I went off on a tangent there. But PlayStation as a whole has been failing for a while. In my opinion, on paper, it doesn't look like they're failing. You guys can argue that point all you want, but the way that the space has been going for a while, since probably about 2016-ish or so, it's been going downhill, guys. It's been going downhill. I've been feeling it. That's why I haven't been buying so much PlayStation games. Personally, I don't subscribe to these subscription services because, as you guys know, I hate them. But anyways, I can keep going on and on. This CEO, let's go back to talk about the CEO. This guy sold a bunch of shares now. I don't know if any of that stuff is connected with this, or if it's because of the backlash that they are getting from their physical games. Like, people have been talking about their YouTube posts that they've been creating, all these trailers, where they've just been getting ratioed like crazy. Their fight stick, everyone is just like talking about what PlayStation can do with that fight stick. And I think it's been great. I think Sony needs to hear this, PlayStation needs to hear this, all these CEOs need to hear this. These people, all these people see our numbers, right? All the CEOs. But they do have social media people that are watching the posts. They do have people watching the videos. And I want to tell you guys that what they're doing is they are seeing it. They are seeing it. Now they need to feel it. So this homie cashed out early. This Hiroki Totiki homie cashed out early, bro. I don't like that. I give that a quadruple no. And that's dirty stuff, bro. That's dirty stuff. That's stuff that, maybe possibly when you get older, you might have regrets about that. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick quadruple G story about some of the stuff that I've been through in the medical field. One time I scanned this guy who was he worked at one of the news organizations. I won't say which one. This is top secret though. But they would actually, he told me, I think he was regretting something, but he actually told me that he used to perform these false flag news stories. they were pretty graphic. They were pretty bad. He said they would cause chaos to make it a news story. Now, there's a bunch of CNN stuff out there. They totally expose them. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. This is what Hiroki Totoki's doing. Possibly something he's going to be regretting in the future. Now, that guy left that conversation with a serious, dang, I don't know, if I should even have told you that kind of thing. But it's pretty crazy. But yeah, guys. So, yeah, another thing that's been going on is, just that post that I was telling you guys about that they made. It's just been getting completely ratioed. And, I think along with that CEO story, there was like a CSO or something like that. I don't know his name, but he also cashed out a lot of his shares. And so something's going on at PlayStation right now, and they tricked the investors, guys. They brought up all this stuff to increase their looks to investors with their earnings, and then they go and they cash out their shares. They totally tricked the investors. If I was an investor, I would be furious right now. You guys got played, and that's what you guys get for focusing on the money rather than the players. The way PlayStation is looking at the players, they don't care about us, man. So I saw someone say PlayStation is ending physical media, so they're not gonna get any more of my physical money anymore. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a good one. But anyways, guys, there's a bunch of other stuff going on too with Xbox, with all their layoffs. To be honest, I don't really care about that. That's not really a concern of mine. Because they're trimming the fat. Elon Musk did it. A lot of people didn't like that, but it's fine. Everything's good. Twitter's good. They just changed their name, but they X'd out a lot of people. But they gone. The Twitter went the way of the dodo. But yeah, guys. Anyways, I just wanted to say there's some common misconceptions about Nintendo going around now with the game key cards, and I always talk about that all the time. PlayStation stuff going on. The game key card thing, guys. I want to remind you, Nintendo made the freaking decision to make game key cards. This has nothing to do with third-party developers. If third-party developers want to put their games on game key cards, Nintendo has an open, available option for them to do so that they created for their system. It's Nintendo's issue, guys. They're the ones who's doing it. But anyways, I want to leave you guys with that. I want to keep this video short. If you guys have any prayer requests, leave them in the comments down below. I don't know if I'm going to pray for PlayStation. Maybe they can reverse course. They would have to do it in a major way. But yeah, any serious prayer requests for you guys? God bless you guys. Love you guys. Quadruple G.